Hey, what's up? How are you doing? It's Monday. Oh my God. I hope you've had coffee already. Coffee, because murder is wrong. That's a meme I saw once. I agree. What's up, everybody? Did you make it through the weekend okay? We have continuing batches. Oh, I'll turn that down. We have continuing batches of Epstein dumps. So today was a new one. And today, Trump is in it too, in addition to Richard Branson and stuff. So we'll go in depth to the actual documents today so you guys can see what's up. But yeah, Trump is in it. I'm interested in what people think, because people were quick to say that the first documents exonerated Trump of any wrongdoing. But he's in this one. King Flicky Nipples. I'll read to you from it. What do you think? Do you think Trump was involved? Or do you think that's fake news? Do you think some of the... And then the other claim in this one is that there are sex tapes. Hey, Al Shizzle. Hey, thanks, Little Round Box, for the 1999 super chat. Thank you. Yeah, that might almost buy me a meal at McDonald's. No, that would allow me to buy 2 meals probably. Thanks for that. That's really nice. It says happy Monday. Thanks, Little Round Box. Appreciate you. I assume that's what it says in Japanese. I know who you are because you told me before. Oh, I gotta go live on Rockfin. Yeah, big news. These Epstein dumps keep coming out. So is anybody going to see accountability for it? We'll see. Do you believe the claims about Donald Trump? I'll read them to you. People are disinclined to believe that stuff. I can play to you a new video from Donald Trump's campaign. Or maybe from his campaign. It's just a weird video that he reposted. We are here to give you the news. Maybe I should get started, huh? Okay, I'll do that. Greetings. Hey, Bluefly AI, how you doing? Oh, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is up today. They're saying the ETF is going to be approved on Wednesday, and it's up around $47,000. So if you want me to give you Bitcoin news, I will. I'll play you a clip from CNBC. Yeah, it's gotten a lot closer. So Wednesday, then you can just buy the ETF. And the ETFs are competing with one another for whose fees are the lowest. So it's going to be a big deal. All right, so you're ready? I'm ready. I'll give you an update on the Miami Mall thing, including showing you the video that people are passing around as being a portal. What else do I have? I have AI influencers. I have the protests in Germany. I have Vivek and Nikki Haley. We're getting close to the primaries too. I should run a poll. Republican primary. Start a poll. Primary choice. Trump, Vivek, Haley. And then, do I really have to add Chris Christie? Chris Christie is such a goon. All right, I'll give you guys the primary choice. Haley is doing well in the polls somehow. I don't know how. She just had a bunch of people not show up for her in Iowa, so she had to cancel the event. So I got it up there. Vivek at 100% briefly after one vote. Yeah, I like Vivek. Okay. I might vote for him. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't even know if I'm registered as a Republican. I was registered as a Democrat before because I wanted to vote for the Indian. I've forgotten her name. With the streak of gray through her hair. Tulsi. Yeah, I would wanted to vote for Tulsi in the primary against Hillary Clinton, I think it was. but they threw me off the ballot. They threw me off the board, off the voter rolls or something. Okay, you ready to get to the show? We'll get to it. And then as long as it lasts, it doesn't last. Eyes at Sea says put in a don't vote option. Yeah, this is going to be a weird year, huh? With the election coming up and them trying to throw Trump off the ballots, but that didn't work. He's going to be on the ballots, and the primary, not a primary in Iowa, it's a caucus that's coming up, I believe, January 15th. Today is January 8th. Bitcoin ETF approval was supposedly going to be by January 10th, and that's what they're saying. So, all right. Let's just play our intro and get started. I'll show you guys some of the Miami news. Okay, cue musical intro. Boy, that's brilliant. I do think some things in the world are real. Like you guys. You guys are real. Most of you. Most of my listeners, I think, are not just in my head. I think I have the metrics to prove it. You've taken a leap of faith today. What is that sound? And I apologize if you take offense. I'm a little offended myself. Welcome to our show. Welcome to the future. What it is, joining you live from sunny California. It's a beautiful day today. I'm your host, Nathan Stoltman. And I bring you the news, the real news. Yes. Squirrel Sniper says, Nathan, do you know that the Greek translation of apocalypse means lifting the veil? Yes, I am aware of that. Revelations also, it was an unveiling, right? Yeah, it was a name that came to me. But I've been crazy. I've been kind of crazy off and on while I've been making my show. I realize that more now. Thanks for the $10 super chat over on Rockfin, Vogan Filter. Hey, thanks, man. You guys have really made my day already. That's great. Yeah, if you want to support the show, I really appreciate it. You can also go to buymeacoffee.com/lifttheveil. So happy Monday to you, Pirate X Pirate. Censored Mom, looking at the BTC pump. Yeah, I'll show you that. Let me show you what do you guys think happened at the mall? Does anybody think it was really aliens? I kind of debunked it. Truthclothing.io. Support the truth. Okay, I have to fix my banner. There you go. You can support the show by going to truthclothing.io. And the sale is over. You can try the code if you know it, though. See if I deactivated it or not. Truthclothing.io if you want to check out our sponsor. That's our store, and I'm surrounded by shirts. You can also go to buymeacoffee.com/lifttheveil to support the show. All right. What do you guys think happened in the Miami Mall? Do you guys really... There was a big police response, right? Which was more than you would think, and they shut down air traffic, apparently. See, I can't really confirm any of that, whether they really did shut down air traffic, but people said that. Anyway, the cops put out a statement, so I'll show that. And you can say in the chat, and I'll show you the portal video. There's video of an alleged portal, and I have video of lights in the sky as well. So I'll show you that. This was the police response to the conspiracy theories that there were aliens in the mall in Miami at the Bayside Mall. So here's their response, which actually I think is a funny response.
All right, guys. So just to address a few clips that are going viral on social media right now. First, our response to that big incident in Bayside Marketplace. What happened was there was about 50 or more juveniles that were shooting fireworks at people. There was also some looting going on. So officers that were on that scene were having a little bit of trouble containing it. So they called what is called the citywide 3, which every officer in the city responded. That's why you saw so much police presence for that call to contain that crowd. Now, there is now video going viral of 8 to 10 foot aliens walking around Bayside. It's actually just a person walking with a shadow. So I can confirm to you all here today right now that there are no aliens in Miami in Bayside Marketplace at the moment. So it's Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend and stay safe. All right, guys. So just to address a few clips.
I think that's a good way to use social media. They put that out on Instagram. That's MPD police. They say there were no aliens. Here is video of from Miami of UFOs, which actually looks kind of convincing to me. So I'll play that for you.
All right, look. So
Look at this.
y'all thought I was playing. I know y'all see those lights. Look at them. Not the little ones because my little mirror thing scratched up. I know you see those right there floating. Oh, bruh. This every day out here or every night. But still, look at that. But this really in Miami. I'm not playing. Look, the airport is right over here. That's the airport. You know what I mean? They always got little lights and stuff. You know, it's probably airplanes. But over here, this ain't the airport. Look at that. And them clouds not even moving. How the whole cloud not gonna move? It's just sitting there at nighttime. It's crazy. Look, ain't no other clouds in the sky. But right over here, look at them. And look at those lights. Bruh. Y'all could, hey.
Bruh.
Oh, wait, there's a couple clouds right here. But look,
No
they
cap.
just frozen
Bruh.
too.
For real, bro. So yeah, that's the way the kids talk. So did you see those lights? That did look kind of like UFO lights. There's no denying that people see that kind of stuff in the sky. Then this is being shared. Okay. Yeah, it was 3 guys walking together. Someone mentioned in the chat that it was just 3 people walking together, not aliens. Here's people are sharing this, saying it's evidence of a portal at the Miami Mall. I'm sure it's from somewhere else. The people look kind of Asian. I'm not sure, but oops, shit. Not sharing it yet. Hold on. I'll show you this. I got to share it first. Okay, here you go. This is supposedly a portal. There. I don't know. I don't know what it is. People are running away like it's crazy. Oh, you know what it is? It's a firework. Oh, it's a firework. Yeah, it's a firework. Somebody must. Yeah, it's a firework. Problem solved. You could see it spinning at the end. So it's some kind of firework that opened up there. So that could have actually been from the Miami Mall. Hey, Sumi, you need your bed? I'll grab it for you. And I'll grab some water for myself. How are you doing? Do you want to be on the show? You can beg for super chats. So that's the news from the mall. Let me give you the news from Bitcoin, and then we'll get into these documents. These documents that say Trump was involved, and also that there were sex tapes, which she kind of retracted. We haven't seen any sex tapes yet. Oh, guess what? Sergey Brin and Susan Wojcicki are mentioned in the documents too, which is pretty crazy. So here is, let's see. Yeah, here's news about Bitcoin from today. Just to say that the ETF is likely to be approved, with trading maybe starting this week. Do you want your bed, Sumi? Here, you want to be on camera? No? Okay, that's fine. She's down here. She is close to the camera, but not quite on. Here, let me play you this. I'll get Sumi's bed and get some water.
Crypto investors waiting with bated breath for approval of a Bitcoin ETF.
It's a lot higher now.
And perhaps will it happen as soon as this week? Kate Rooney, that's the question.
Hey, David. Yeah, that is the question. A Bitcoin ETF, it's now widely expected to get the green light this week. 2 sources close to the process now telling me it's looking like Wednesday, which is also the deadline for Cathie Wood's ARK and 21 shares bid. Then I'm told potential trading would happen Thursday or Friday, but it has been a moving target here on dates. The SEC is expected to approve a handful of applications at once. So sponsors filing even more paperwork this morning, where we are starting to get a sense of this price war emerging. There are 13 applications out there with different fees. Some are starting at 0 and then rising once the fund hits a certain size. So BlackRock, for example, plans to start at 0.2% and then go to 0.3%. Fidelity at 0.39%. Grayscale looking like the highest here, 1.5%. This one's worth watching, guys. It's looking to convert an already publicly traded Bitcoin trust, GBTC, into an ETF, so known as an uplist. With 27 billion roughly under management, GBTC would become one of the largest commodity-based ETFs if it is approved. The fund used to trade at a steep premium to Bitcoin, but then you've seen it switch, and it's been trading at a pretty steep discount in the past year or so, as much as 45% last year. That has narrowed to about 5%. So if that fund converts into an ETF, the discount essentially disappears overnight, starts trading at the price of Bitcoin. Some are taking that as an arbitrage trade, an opportunity there. Crypto prices have shot up in anticipation of this approval. Some are cautious, though, including Cathie Wood, who's among those taking profits, at least when it comes to Coinbase, ahead of any news here this week. Guys, back to you.
There you go. That's the news. So it's going to be approved. They're having wars over who's going to charge the lowest fees so that they can get investors. Some people are saying it's priced in. I'll show you the Bitcoin chart for today. That's the 15-minute chart. So it's about as high as it's been. When that news broadcast was going on, it was still 45,000, which wasn't very long ago. It was just a couple hours ago. Now it's at 47,000, up $2,700 in the last 24 hours. So I personally, I don't think it's priced in, because I think a lot of people are going to go for these shares. And then the other thing about the shares is that they can list them at whatever price they want. You know, it doesn't have to be $47,000 a share. It can be like $20 a share, which might make people more interested in investing in it. So I've done polls before. About whether people own cryptocurrency or not, or if they've ever bought cryptocurrency before, and it was like 50-50. But yeah, if you're interested in getting involved, if you have any questions about Bitcoin, text me at 650-GAY-TAXI, 650-429-8294, and I can help out with cryptocurrency. I do crypto consulting on the side. So, but that's the Bitcoin chart. That's the 15-minute, and then here's the one-day chart. You can see it's way up on that final candle. So we're breaking out. It could be a huge year for Bitcoin because the halving is coming up too. So, all right. So you guys want to know about these documents? Let me show you. Let's see if you can read them. Okay. Yeah. So these documents were released today, and they were released as part of the lawsuit that also involved Dershowitz. So it's actually Dershowitz who wanted this released because he wanted to prove how crazy the claims were. And these are from Sarah Ransom. Okay, he wanted to prove how crazy she was because of the things she said in her emails. But she implicates Trump. Sarah Ransom in particular implicates Trump and calls him a pedophile. So here are a few of the examples, and then I'll go into the actual emails. I have comments in the chat about Bitcoin. Censored Mom says, this is not what Bitcoin was supposed to be. No, it's not. But we want to make money, right? So it's good. It means it's less likely to be banned. You know, that's the main thing. If there are major players involved like BlackRock, it means it's less likely to be banned. And it gives a bunch of dollars access. Like, what's better than front running BlackRock, you know, and owning Bitcoin back in the day before they got involved in it. So Anthony says, Bitcoin is not crypto. Crypto is a scam. Bitcoin is all you need. Yeah, that's true. I'm not a maxi though, but I understand the position of maxis. Bitcoin is the only thing that's like digital gold. The other stuff is more speculative, but I also really, really like Solana and Ethereum too. And sometimes I like to throw a little bit of money at meme coins. I made a little money on Dogecoin back in the day. I made a little money on, what's it called? Bonk. I got some Bonk before it got listed on Coinbase and stuff and sold it before it crashed. So Javier Guerrero says, Nathan, is Infinite Playing Radio podcast on your radar? Yeah, I see it sometimes. Yeah, Infinite Playing Radio. Yeah, I see it on DLive sometimes. So getting to these Jeffrey Epstein documents. So these are some of the quotes from the emails which again, Dershowitz says makes her seem unreliable. So here's from the emails. She said, my emails have been hacked. I have reached out to the Russians for help and they are coming to my aid. Thank goodness for Anonymous. I will make sure they all go behind bars. I have already sent everything I need to do so the CIA hacking my emails, etc. were too late. I also have numerous devices with systems that are unhackable, and I have film footage all over Europe itching to be released. That was from one email. She said her friend was approached by special agents forces men sent directly by Hillary Clinton herself in order to protect her presidential campaign. She said, I will make sure that neither that evil bitch Hillary or that pedophile Trump gets elected. I will also make sure that everyone on the goddamn planet sees that footage and photos and will release them to WikiLeaks by Sunday. I will take down Epstein and his bunch of fuckwit cronies myself. 7 exclamation points. I have also gone to a Russian newspaper. See, and so the videos were never released, and she retracted that claim. She said, Clinton and Trump must pay for what they did to us, and as must the rest of the men that were involved in their seedy inner circle. Then here's a quote. My friend had sexual intercourse with Clinton, Prince Andrew, and Richard Branson. Sex tapes were in fact filmed on separate occasion on each separate occasion. I eventually managed to persuade her to send me some of the video footage, which she kept, implicating all men. I have backed up the footage on several USB sticks and have securely sent them to various different locations throughout Europe. And here's about Trump. Another friend was one of the many girls that had sexual relations with Donald Trump. She confided in me about her casual friendship with Donald. Mr. Trump definitely seemed to have a thing for her. And she told me how he kept going on about how he liked her pert nipples. Donald Trump liked flicking and sucking her nipples until they were raw. One evening when we were showering together, she showed me her nipples. This is sensitive. This is sensitive. Trigger warning or what have you, or I assume it's okay to read from. This is from these court documents. Donald Trump liked flicking and sucking her nipples until they were raw. One evening when we were showering together, she showed me her nipples. They looked incredibly painful as they were red and swollen, and I remember wincing when I looked at them. I also know she had sexual relations with Trump at Jeffrey's New York mansion on regular occasions, as I once met Jen for coffee just before she was going to meet Trump and Epstein together at his mansion. So again, that was submitted by Dershowitz's attorney. And then here in the first email, it says, Dear Maureen, she was emailing a journalist, Maureen, somebody. She said, I've spoken to my family at some length this morning. I would like to retract everything I've said to you and walk away from this. I shouldn't have contacted you, and I'm sorry I wasted your time. It's not worth coming forward, and I will never be heard anyhow, and only bad things will happen as a consequence of me going public, and I knew this to be true. This will just create pain for my family, and I think they have already helped me pick up the pieces once before, and I can't ask them to do that again. I'm disappointed, blah, 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 that she didn't do enough. So she claimed her email was hacked by the CIA. Here's where it says something, this must be about her friend. In fact, I don't know who it's written by. She also had to have sexual intercourse with Clinton in Epstein's New York mansion just off Fifth Avenue on numerous occasions. It's the New York mansion we spoke about yesterday. I too was forced by Epstein to visit regularly, and if I didn't turn up, he would personally come and find me wherever I was hiding. It still bewilders me how Epstein always seemed to know where I was if I didn't turn up at his New York residence. When my friend had sexual intercourse with Clinton, Prince Andrew, and Richard Branson, sex tapes were in fact filmed on each separate occasion by Jeffrey. Thank God she managed to get a hold of some footage of the filmed sex tapes, which clearly identify the faces of Clinton, Prince Andrew, and Branson having sexual intercourse with her. Frustratingly enough, Epstein was not seen in any of the footage, but he was clever like that. After 2 hours of trying to convince my friend to come forward with me, I eventually managed to persuade her to send me some of the video footage which she kept, implicating all men mentioned above. I personally confirm that I have, with my own 2 eyes, seen the evidence of these sexual acts, which clearly identifies Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, Richard Branson having sexual intercourse with my friend. I will be more than willing to swear under oath and testify in court over these sex tapes. It will break your heart into a million tiny pieces, Maureen, when you watch this footage, and I know that what I watched yesterday will haunt me for the rest of my life. Unfortunately, I cannot send you the footage without her consent due to massive consequences to her safety, but I can confirm that I do have footage in my possession. I have backed up the footage on several USB sticks and have securely sent them to various different locations throughout Europe, with only one other person close to me knowing where their locations are, just in case anything happens to me before the footage is released. So apparently she withdrew these claims. The person making the claim, so I guess, is Sarah Ransom. And that she said that she had video footage just for her own protection, allegedly. Censored Mom says fake, and why would they let the girls have the footage? Well, yeah, good question. Good question. It hasn't ever come out. And she did withdraw these claims, but when my friend eventually had the courage to speak out and went to the police in 2008 to report what happened, nothing was done, and she was utterly humiliated by the police department, where she went to report on what had happened with Epstein, Clinton, Branson, and Prince Andrew. She was made to feel like a dirty whore and a liar and wasn't taken seriously. When she then tried to sue Epstein for damages, she was severely bullied and threatened by his lawyer, Alan Dershowitz, whom she also had sexual relations with, and who was also heavily involved in Epstein's pedophile ring. So there's Dershowitz again. A couple months later, she was then approached by Special Agents Forces men sent directly by Hillary Clinton herself in order to protect her presidential campaign in 2008. They heavily intimidated her, ruffled her up, and was then forced to sign a confidentiality agreement, which ensures that she can never come forward publicly implicating her husband. She was then given a substantial payout directly from the Clinton Foundation to keep her quiet. She is 100% certain that the FBI did a cover-up, and she has the individual names of Hillary's special agent officers involved in intimidating her. She was then forced against her will to sign a legally binding agreement on Hillary's behalf for her eternal silence. If she breaks this agreement, she is dead. She told me how it was a complete conspiracy as Alan Dershowitz. Whom was one of the lawyers that represented Jeffrey when he went to trial, made huge endorsements to the Clinton Foundation and help her fund her 2008 presidential campaign. Made huge endorsements. Maybe she meant send him money. I personally met Alan numerous times, as Jeffrey had sent him to my legal aid to deal with a case I was going to open against somebody else. So that's from the documents. I already read to you about the nipples. Hope that wasn't too dirty for YouTube. So she said, mark my words, I will make sure that neither that evil bitch Hillary or that pedophile Trump gets elected. I will also make sure everyone on the goddamn planet sees that footage and photos. Will release them to WikiLeaks by Sunday. I will take down Epstein and his bunch of fuckwit cronies myself. I already read that. So this is when the person who wrote the article, Maureen, or who she was communicating with in the press, didn't write the article or didn't get back to her fast enough or something. You already heard about, what about Sergey Brin? That's the same one. Here, I will send you that photo amongst others as soon as I am able to fly back to the UK next week, as I definitely 100% have it all in my little storage box. I also have other photos of the Epstein girls and I whilst on the island, including a couple pictures of me with Sergey Brin and his then fiance, Anne Wojcicki, and it's Susan Wojcicki that she means. So apparently Sergey Brin and Susan Wojcicki are on the island. I didn't see anybody else tweeting about that. I just happened to actually read the whole document. But apparently Sergey Brin and Susan Wojcicki were on the island. So I know that's a little spicy for YouTube. So she said she would release pictures. That's what came out in the documents also today, was just a number of pictures that she had from the island of various females, Ghislaine Maxwell, just various girls, Jeffrey Epstein on a four-wheeler, 2006. So these are all from Sarah Ransom. So here's all the stuff today from Sarah Ransom. Luke Slytalker says sending USBs around Europe with only one person knowing their locations is not an effective dead man switch. How many people would you'd have to tell me what the best dead man switch is. So apparently one of the Nadia Marcinko, who was like a key lieutenant of Epstein, I believe, she's been missing ever since the documents have been released, or she hasn't been seen apparently ever since the document release. I'll share that. Nadia Marcinko, Epstein's global girl. She was like a key lieutenant who hasn't been charged with anything, but is implicated in these documents. So that's Nadia Marcinko. That's this girl with Jeffrey Epstein there. And this girl, she did this. She dressed up in a disguise, pretending to be a dumb blonde, but she's actually a pilot and teaches pilots. Apparently she has a commercial aviation license. So Anne Wojcicki is actually another person, censored mom. And Susan is the one who's married to the, oh, okay. Yeah, that's possible. So maybe it really is Anne Wojcicki who was at the island with Sergey Brin. He was married to Susan though, right? Philip Collins, hold on one sec. Hold on one sec. I have an important message for my family here. Okay. I have to do something to help my dad out. Okay. So maybe she's going to be coming over. So, okay. Somebody might be coming over to my house. Shit. Well, at least I covered the Epstein news. That was the important thing. Okay. So I'll find out when they're coming over, and then I might have to just wrap up the show. Oh, good. From the Golden Globes last night, where Oppenheimer won most of the rewards. This is an Epstein related joke from Jim Gaffigan, who is the host. And there have been Epstein jokes before at the Golden Globes. So, and Weinstein jokes too, but here's one.
The Golden Globes. I mean, I can't even believe I'm in the entertainment industry. I can't. It's so unlikely. I'm from a small town in Indiana. I'm not a pedophile. You know, the Golden Globes.
There you go. So that was that joke. Hold on. I got to make sure my messages are going through. I have to disconnect my camera. And now we got issues. Okay. Hold on one sec. This is important because I have to help out my dad. Okay. Okay, good. That's working. Let me switch cameras. Let me go here. Settings. Camera. Oh no. Damn. Okay. Well, that's all right. I might not be on camera. Okay. No problem. Let me see what other news I can give you. Elon Musk's been accused of doing drugs. He's on ketamine. He's on some other stuff too. Here's footage of the protests in Germany. Here's footage of all the trucks that are protesting fuel taxes, I believe it is. So look at that. Big protest, big trucker protests against fuel taxes. You can at least still hear me, I assume, right? So that's one image of how long. I mean, I can play the whole thing. There's no sound on it. So you can see them all lined up on the highway, though. All these truckers protesting the new taxes in Germany. And I'll show you some more. Look at that. That's crazy. Okay. Okay, it says delivered. Okay, cool. Look at that. You guys can see those trucks? All right, so there's that image of the trucks. There's this from the protests. Dang. So that's big news. Here's more video.
Wow.
It's crazy. Tractors and everything all lined up.
Wow.
One of the biggest protests ever. One of the biggest protests ever against global government. All right. Here's a doctor saying that it's okay. Not only is it okay to be fat, but it's also okay to be unhealthy. That's a pretty interesting claim, I thought. Okay. I'll play that.
Here's my hot take as a doctor. I totally agree. It is okay to be fat. We don't say that enough, but it needs to be normalized. If you are fat, that is okay. It is typically not a problem that requires immediate solving. It is not an emergency. You don't have to drop everything in the pursuit of being not fat. Aaron said this other thing in a different video that I totally agree with as well, is that it is okay to not be healthy. We act like it is this moral failing, this cardinal sin that you deserve a scarlet letter if you are not healthy. And there's a name for that, and that's called healthism. Now, don't get me wrong. In my line of work, there's a lot of people that I see that want to gain weight, lose weight, take other measures that they think will improve their health in some way. And by all means, that's what we're here for. We're here to help you with that and be supportive of that. But a good doctor will not judge you for being fat. They will not judge you for being unhealthy. They will not judge the decisions that you made or the decisions that were made for you, which is the much more likely scenario that got you to the point where you are right now. We're here to help you with the changes that you want to make. And if
it's okay to be fat and unhealthy. Oh, okay. Page crashed. All right, that's fine. Show you Nikki Haley had nobody sign up for. Let's take a look at the results from the election poll. Is my whole internet screwed up? No, it's still there. Nikki Haley had nobody show up today in Iowa, so she had to cancel her event at the last minute. I'll show you. Yeah, that's crazy from that doctor, right? They want it's okay if you're unhealthy. Oh, really? I mean, that you would think that was not okay. It's okay for them. They make money off you being unhealthy. But let's see. I was trying to see if there, my camera works. That's my backup camera where you can see me a little differently. Okay, that's cool. Anyway, here's Nikki Haley, who couldn't fill an event. Let's take a look at the poll. So far, Trump is the big winner with Vivek a big second place. But that's not the way the real polls are. Trump at 59%, Vivek at 27%, Nikki Haley at 8%, Chris Christie at 6% with 71 votes. Oh, that's good. And hey, thanks for everybody for being here. Thanks for the super chats earlier. I have to wrap up my show early, I think, because I'm trying to figure out when this person is coming by. I'll have to. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I have a 3-minute video where I can make a phone call if I have to. Okay, let me show you this. Okay, I have that up. This is Nikki Haley's event where nobody showed up.
You look around me, technically, this is an event that was supposed to start in the last few minutes. And of course, it's empty. You've got empty chairs, stuff packed up in the corner, and signs just hanging on the wall. The only way you'd know that Nikki Haley was supposed to be here, they canceled this event just a few minutes ago. You look around me, technically, this is
the audio is killer, huh? I hope the audio hasn't all gone to that. Let's take a listen. I have Vivek talking about the reason censorship was actually the reason for January 6th. There were some speeches about January 6th, which happened over the weekend.
So let's just go through the list. Another thing you can't say is that maybe January.
Okay. Audio's fucked. So that means I can't play you any more video. I have video of Joe Biden looking lost. He needed. Yeah. All right. I can't restart my thing. Okay, 42 minutes. Well, that's okay. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm gonna have to wrap up the show early because I have some technical difficulties, and I already went through the Epstein documents, which was the important thing. So I'll do that because otherwise I'll have to restart my browser, I imagine, or maybe even restart my computer to fix the audio problem that I'm having. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. There's my other camera where I can look there. That's where it is. Different lighting. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Thanks for the $20 super chat. Let me check my Buy Me a Coffees. If anybody went to buymeacoffee.com/lifttheveil, which you can do at any time. You take a look. Down at Vices bought a coffee the other day. I believe I read that one. Thanks, Down at Vices. And yeah, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/lifttheveil or go to our clothing store, truthclothing.io. All right. And I'll save some news for tomorrow. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you at the next one. For now, that's what it is. Oh, sorry. Everybody's saying the audio sounds fine on your end. It doesn't sound good on my end. I got to wrap it up though. See you at the next one. For now, that's what it is.